My name's Ken Duvall. I work for International Diamond Center in Clearwater, Florida. And today I'm just going to show you the difference between a genuine Panerai and a fake Panerai. So I have two Panerais here, one genuine, one fake. So you're thinking the movement, right? And as you can see at first glance, without close inspection, they look pretty good. Probably would just pass right over it. So I'm going to point out some of the unique details, and much of it's finish work. So where I'm going to point out the first thing that I observed is right here. What I noticed was some pitting in the metal. All right, so I was able to get this a little closer where you can see some of that pitting I was talking about right here versus what it should look like. I hope you can see those differences. And just look at, again, the kind of finish work on a genuine one and the fine machining that you see, the lines, so to speak, in the metal versus the lines that are much more pronounced because it's just not to the same level of finish work. But we're starting to talk about reverse engineering and some of this in these replicas that is to a whole nother level. I took off the strap when I was looping everything, but down in this area there is some graininess in that. I don't know if you can see that. Oh, there you go. There, now you can see it. That's just, again, not the kind of quality finish work you're going to find on a Panerai. This is, you would expect all of that fine finish work. You start seeing any kind of deeper brush strokes or swirls in the metal between the lugs, you know something's wrong. Also looking at the crown and looking at the wording, the REG and the TM. Also look right here versus here. The crown release levers, the tolerances on here, you can tell it moves, but there's a little tension on it versus on the fake, it's just sloppy. I mean, it just flicks back and forth. Again, these are all not one little thing can you sit there and go, hey, based on this one factor, it's fake or it's real. But when you start combining all of these together and you look at the cutout for the date, one of the very first things I look at on watches is right here. So often, this finish work on the hands and the post on a genuine Rolex, on a genuine Panerai, on a genuine Hublot, a lot of these types of watches, this finish work is just, it's consistent with the kind of quality watch you're talking about. When you get into fakes, this is very seldom finished off like it is from the factory. It's a little bit rough edged. The dome on a Rolex is a little bit rough. This one is interesting because this has just been painted, and it's actually more pronounced on the sub-second dial, where right here it's not finished at all. It sits up like a straw off of the hand. I'm talking about are things that you typically need to loop, at least I do with my eyes, to be able to see these things. And again, they're so minute because these imitations are getting so good. All right, so I want to also show you this screw. Try to get a close up on it as possible. I want you to see on the fake the sloppiness that there is around the screw head. There's gapping. It's almost as if the head of the screw, it just isn't the right size for the opening. You can see the shading. See how there's gapping right around that head, that screw head? I'm talking about right in there. You see that? And now look over here. That screw head fits perfectly in. Again, small, minute, tiny details. I hope it was able to give you enough detail and allow you to be able to, at least if you have a loop, be able to avoid making some big mistakes. A lot of it's in the details. God bless. Have a great day. Enjoy.